maybe, just maybe this will work.
What's that?
This game here. Maybe it'll work. I'm not too sure. Who knows? Um. Okay. Huh. Wow. Hmm. I wonder if that fixed that. Apparently not. Oh well, should be fine for now. Trying to set this thing up. A game. There, I sent you a link to it.
Which thing?
Yes. What the fuck does this do? Okay, there's two difficulties. Neither of which says easy nor hard. Ooh. This game. Wow. I can't pause the game and change any of the settings. How cute. Oh god, the animation.
Oh, I do
work.
apologize. Am I disturbing you?
No, please. Do come in, Mrs.
My name is Miss Alice de Bouvier. I'm Mr. Holmes' new neighbor.
Oh, I didn't have the pleasure to... I am Dr. John Watson. Could we provide you with any assistance?
She is not the concern, Watson.
I'm... Then, what is this about?
That child standing sniffling behind her. Get rid of him, Watson.
But he is shivering with cold. And he is upset. What happened to him?
Little Tom knocked at the wrong door.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, boy, come in. Warm yourself by the fire. Can I offer you a cup of tea, Miss de Bouvier?
Well,
It is not as though we are disturbing you-know-who, are we?
I suppose not.
Since you are our new neighbor, it is perhaps better that you know what he's like.
You're starting to worry me.
Well, Mr. Holmes is relapsing. This illness that he has seizes him when he finds himself with nothing to do. He becomes completely asocial. And alas, this is a very difficult, medically incurable case. Now, this must stay between us.
Of course, I understand. How very sad.
But there is a cure.
The animation
Only a
work in
temporary
this
one.
is kind of
A
meh.
thrilling inquiry.
Jesus.
Most certainly. If he refuses this one, then his condition will worsen.
Oh, I am still here, you know. I didn't fall out of the window.
And I don't know which Sherlock Holmes are going after, but the
Very well,
look
then.
is very bad.
Thank you, miss.
looks kind of nuts. Super lag.
I'm confused.
Now tell me, boy, what brings you here?
It's my father, sir. He's missing. I don't know what to do.
What's his name?
George Hurst, sir.
Missing, eh? And what do the police say?
The police, they don't believe me. They say he's just abandoned me. But that's a lie.
Obviously. Your clothes are well mended and you can read. Your parents may be poor, but you are loved.
Yeah, well, it's just the two of us now. My mother died when I was a little one.
And that's just one more reason for not leaving you. Your father doesn't seem the irresponsible type. He's very good to you.
Well, that's right. But he has no fixed work, so he often takes odd jobs for the day. Because that's all he can find. Only this time, he didn't come home.
This time he didn't come home.
And when was the last time you saw him?
3 weeks ago. He left for a new job. But this time, he was acting a bit strange and angry.
Strange? In what way?
He said to me, "Son, I'm out on a special job. Don't you dare move from here." I think something went wrong.
3 weeks? That's a long time.
Well, every day I thought he would show up. And anyway, I can look after myself.
What were you thinking? You and your father are both at risk. You should have come to me much earlier.
I was afraid. I ain't got no family, and I've got no other place to go. If our landlord finds out that father left me, he'll throw me out on the street.
Tom, you've been very resourceful. We shall be discreet.
If only my mother was still here.
Very well. Your address, please, Tom.
12 Dorset Street, the first floor, door E. It's in Whitechapel, sir. But I ain't got no money to pay.
Who asked for money, Tom? Your case seems to be the very medicine I need. I'll meet you there shortly.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Ooh.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Wow, I can only adjust that one in game. Huh. What? Where's the... How do you get to a save point then?
My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
How do I save? Open casebook. Maybe.
Poor child. Holmes, you should help him. We need to help Tom find his father, Holmes.
A map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful.
Oh god, I have no idea where I'm at. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what is this? I can teleport? Okay.
These streets are too narrow for the cab. I'll have to walk.
Go! Walk! Jesus.
North Street. Dorset Street.
Tis our home, Mr. Holmes.
Huh, so that's why you came to see me. Tom probably reads at night. A collection of worn-out and second-hand books. George Hurst was providing his son with the best education that he could afford.
Father bought all those books for me. He didn't tell me, but I know that he pawned his coat for them.
Old clothes, soiled and worn. The Old Tabard Pub, North Street. The Old Tabard Pub, North Street. Hurst covered his bills ahead of time, thus providing Tom with security and sustenance.
My mother, sir. She died when I was very young. My father told me what she was like, but that's all I have.
I'm sorry, Tom. My mother left me when I was very young, too. Food's running low. It's already 3 weeks since George Hurst's disappearance. Well, I can see the preparations for peasant soup, a clever concoction for somebody with apparently no culinary skills. The Old Tabard Pub, North Street.
The roof leaks all the time. Father used to fix it.
Food's running low. It's already 3 weeks since George Hurst's disappearance.
I hope you'll find my father soon.
I guess the best place I can go to is the pub.
I don't feel thirsty right now. I don't feel thirsty right now.
The hell? How am I supposed to go off of then?
Glue. Probably taken from a wall.
Really? Hmm.
Dorset Street. I don't feel thirsty right now.
The fuck am I supposed to go off of? I don't even know how to save the game.
We need to help Tom find his father, Holmes.
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire. My analysis table.
What am I missing?
It's too dark. I can't see anything. A leather satchel, what's in it? Just some old things. George Hurst's work was varied. He was evidently a hard-working and valuable hand.
Good day, Mr. Holmes.
Well, if it isn't young Wiggins. And I see you found yourself a job.
If you can call it that. I hate it. But if you've got any proper work for me...
I just might be in need of your assistance later. Wait here.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I need to Earwig to find out who is offering this special job.
The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike.
The man who's offering that special job has a proper set of mutton chop whiskers.
Equality for the working class.
I'm glad I'm my own boss. I can complain only to myself. Or to Watson.
Dump the bosses off your backs.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
No. That fellow who's offering the special jobs, he never drinks alcohol.
So, the man I'm looking for has whiskers and never drinks alcohol.
The child labour law sent your kids to school instead of the coal mine.
This must be the man that I'm looking for. Interesting. Missing person. I should find out more.
You see that gentleman? I need you to follow him and report back to me.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
Whitechapel never changes. Dirt and beggars everywhere.
I couldn't pay my rent last week.
Pumpkin! Cabbage! Cheap!
They won't let me pass. I'll need to find another way.
Rich folk feed meat to their dogs. I can't even remember what.
Living costs are too much these days. My son has to work down the sewers. He's only 7.
Stupid kid! What are you waiting for?
Ah, boys from the Bruisers gang. Better keep out of their way.
Take a brush and get in there. Stop crying and get to work.
I'll be able to continue the chase if I climb up the chimney, but it's dangerous.
Take a brush and get in there.
Please, you don't have to beat him. I'll do it. I'll clean the chimney.
Go on then.
He's still here, that's a relief.
What?
Whoa.
What,
Whoa.
really?
Whoa.
This is way too hard for this.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning?
No place to hide here. We'd better go through the yard.
Oi! What are you doing in my garden?
Look at that crawling rat.
I know that boy. He's Shoeshine Jim from Chambers Street. He's mute because his drunk stepfather beat him. Hey Jim, can you lend me your kit? I'm on a secret mission for Mr. Holmes.
Hurry up.
I should remove the dirt first. This could be you.
Did you fall asleep?
I'm confused. How the fuck do I remove the dirt?
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm still learning.
What the? I don't.
Get away from me, boy.
He's talking with a cabbie. I need to get closer. Damn! I need to find another way.
Alas, the weather's good. Last week was freezing.
I'm praying it doesn't get cold again. I've no money for coal.
I can't lose him now. Interesting. What's going on in the yard? Locked. a lot of expensive stuff. I can't see what's inside. I can't see what's inside. It's too dangerous to enter. Locked. Do only 2 people live here? I wish one was me. Bags of food. I like this house. I can't see what's inside. It's too dangerous to enter. Wow, a lot of expensive stuff.
It's still showing that there's stuff there.
Wow, a lot of expensive stuff. Ah, a coat of arms. It might help Mr. Holmes. I'll make a drawing of it. Time to report to Mr. Holmes. Let's get outside before I get caught.
Wigan's tale was quite unusual. What do you make of what he found, Holmes?
Wiggins did a good job. Here it is. So this man could be Lord Marsh. Huh. A lord who hangs around in a public house. Let's pay a visit to Lord Marsh. We'll pretend that we're interested in his charitable activities.
Mr. Holmes? You have a visitor?
Oh, just ask him to wait.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. This young lady refuses to wait for anything.
What?
Father!
Caitlin!
Miss Caitlin's boarding school was flooded. Everyone was sent home.
As if it could smell any mustier.
My word, how is it possible that you have grown up so fast?
You'll be staying. Wherever will we put you?
Holmes, I'll give her my room, of course.
What do you have to say, Kate?
You're on a new case? A respectable lady who's being blackmailed? Or is it a love story between a prince and a suffragist?
However did you guess?
You will tell me, won't you, Father?
I don't. What? What?
But you'll make Watson jealous.
All right then, have fun. I'll go and unpack. Will you help me, Mrs. Hudson?
What? I didn't think Sherlock was capable of having a daughter.
A map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful.
Holmes, about Caitlin.
Yes?
She has grown up, hasn't she? Don't you think it's time to tell her?
To tell her what, Watson?
Well, about her father.
Never. Absolutely never. Do you hear me?
Holmes, you were responsible for the death of her father. You owe her the truth. She is old enough now.
I would lose her. Can't you see that? She must never know, Watson. Is that clear?
Holmes.
It won't and can't happen.
Come in, please. Good day, gentlemen. Welcome to my home. How may I help you?
Good day to you, Lord Marsh. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. I hope we're not disturbing you. You are with your physician?
Yes, this is Dr. Reuben Fisher. But no, please, I'm intrigued by your visit, Mr. Holmes.
I'm glad to hear it. The last thing I'd wish is to upset the patient. Lord Marsh, can I just say that I admire all of your efforts in assisting the poor of London?
Yes. It is a war that we must fight, on our streets and now too from my home. You must surely have noticed those bags full of items, clothing and books for the unfortunate.
That is inspirational. At my own humble level, I too try my best to support those in need. I thought perhaps that I could be of some assistance.
I don't see why not. I already have the valuable assistance of Dr. Fisher, who happens to be my personal physician.
Forgive me, Lord Marsh. You're looking very pale. Might I offer Dr. Watson's assistance?
That is kind of you, but I feel confident that I can provide Lord Marsh with the care that he requires.
How long have you been like this, my lord?
I'm fine, Dr. Watson. Don't fuss. It's only influenza. I'll be better in a few days. I can feel it already. And what is this supposed to mean?
Never mind. It's curious. Your face seems familiar to me, Doctor. Oddly, I'm associating it with Whitechapel?
Well done. You are right. I do occasionally frequent a few hostelries over there, would you believe it? Not that I am a drinker. But there, dressed as a working man, I can approach the other fellows to see if they might be interested in a special job.
A special job? May I ask what you're referring to?
Certainly. Since Lord Marsh began his special education program in 1889, he foresaw that such people would need an occupation of some kind. And so, with or without education, we propose these opportunities to work with Lord Marsh. It offers the less fortunate a chance to help make London a better place.
That's remarkable.
Yes, indeed. In order to truly see, one requires vision, yes? But also insight, and Lord Marsh has believed this since he was a child.
Oh, Dr. Fisher makes it all sound so romantic. Let's close this topic. Despite my title, yes, I have to share my home with these bags full of food for the poor.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
Last year, 3 orphans were put through medical college. Thanks to Lord Marsh and the special education program, a great many poor people will have a second chance in life. Lord Marsh, hunting with his friends.
Ah, my dear comrades, Lord Collins and Lord Harrington. If it wasn't for this godforsaken English malady, I'd be with those rapscallions right now.
All in due time, my lord.
John Strobridge. I've seen this name before. It was on a missing persons poster. I can't quite work it out. Do you have any idea as to the number of people who might owe you their lives.
Oh, don't embarrass me, Mr. Holmes. But indeed, these people have become like a family to me.
That would be a fairly large family, I imagine.
Yes, the list would be longer than any of your short stories. As for how large, well, Fisher is the one who keeps record.
Might we take a glance at the list?
I regret that is impossible. It is confidential. I stand firm upon that point, Mr. Holmes.
I quite understand. We'll most certainly send a donation towards your educational program. I shall take my leave then. I thank you both, and I wish you all the very best, gentlemen.
Likewise, Mr. Holmes.
Humanitarian aid for an orphanage. Aid for the paupers of Lambeth Workhouse. Bags full of food. It's closed. It's closed.
Mr. Holmes, Do you have any news about my father?
Tom, not so fast. I wanted to ask you if you remember your father mentioning anything about a special education program.
An education program? No, he only talked about a special job.
What's this box, Tom?
Oh yeah, I just found it, Mr. Holmes. It was ever so well hidden. I've no idea why.
Well done, my boy. It could prove very helpful. This oil can also be used on weapons. Wolfjack. Looks like a military badge. A ramrod to clean a rifle. Tom, does your father own a rifle?
A rifle? No. If he had, he would have shown it me.
I'm sure that he wouldn't have shown it you. I need to find this rifle. This scrap of cloth was used to oil a firearm. Tom, does your father have any other property?
No. Well, at least I don't think so.
I have to take Toby. He'll take a sniff of the oil, and we'll find that rifle.
I don't know how to save the game.
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
Here it is. Come on, Toby. It's time for you to earn your keep. Watson?
I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of his health. I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of his health.
Screw Marsh, he can dive for all I care.
Search, Toby, search.
I'm a dog that can open doors.
It's only a garden shed. Let's go on. What's in there? Nothing that could interest me. People use this cellar for storage. It's not here. Old things. Tom's photograph. Let's try to get inside. News clippings on Lords and the education program. Why are they here? Let's compare this list with the evidence that we found earlier. This is the list of selected participants for October's special education program. According to this poster, John Strobridge is missing. Let's compare them with people from Hearst documents. This man appears in both documents. All the people in Marsh's document are marked and dated in George Hurst's files. This case must have been full of cartridges. There was something on the stand. There was a rifle here. George Hurst took it with him. A map of Epping Forest.
Hmm. Oh, you can't hear my voiceover? Fuck. Well, you're probably not watching anymore. I know it's late. Oh. Sorry, I couldn't see the game. Right. Couldn't see anything. Okay, so I've turned it down a little bit. Tell me if I need to turn it down some more.
Holmes, what are you doing
Well, I'll just turn my voice up more. There we go.
here? What are you planning?
A mission of my own. You must play the role of the conscientious doctor while I sneak inside Marsh's house. That's the only way of helping little Tom. This is not the best way to sneak in.
Okay, so you can hear me a lot better. Well, I mean, that's how Watson is, like, in every single version of, like, Sherlock Holmes. He's just so fucking dumb.
The window is firmly shut.
I know where I can go in at. I can go in over here, right?
The window is firmly shut.
The window is firmly shut. Oh, no. Okay, this lock picking is very easy. There is a ladder, but it doesn't really go anywhere.
How can I help you?
I came to visit Lord Marsh. What for? I would very much like to see Lord Marsh, if you please.
You're going to skip? No?
Oh, you're so clumsy. Can you please not...
I have to visit Lord Marsh and offer him my services.
Fisher, please allow Dr. Watson to enter.
Good job, Watson.
Okay, what am I looking for in T-Vision? A painting. Hanged crookedly. Fingerprints. Of course there's a wall
Let's see how
safe.
hard to crack this safe is.
Okay.
Doctor, it appears that you were impatient to pay me another visit.
Indeed. Will you allow me to examine you? A second opinion, so that the great Lord Marsh does not become the late Lord Marsh.
Well, since you put it that way, very well.
Shall I retire to your office, Lord Marsh?
No, please, Doctor. I insist that you stay. I shall need your assistance.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here?
What? What am I supposed to fucking do?
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
I'm confused. What am I supposed to do? Oh, I see now.
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here?
I see what I need to do now. Let's reverse some time
Will you
here.
break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Oof. Rotate left, rotate right.
November 7th. This means that the meeting is planned for today.
It's November. On it. Looks like there's a bunch of money in here. Okay. Yeah. That's a little Finny. Over there crying.
I can hide here. Lord Marsh is a keen hunter.
I'd suggest that your current weakness is perhaps more than a simple case of influenza.
Where might your companion be, Dr. Watson?
Oh, he's busy poking his nose into other people's business, I'm sure.
My lord, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I must remind you about your meeting.
Is it already time? My apologies, Dr. Watson, but we are expected elsewhere. Might we offer you a lift?
You are going out? I'm not sure that's wise in your condition.
I value your opinion, but misery never rests, and I am needed.
Well, do please take good care of yourself, Lord Marsh. I'll send you my diagnosis, Dr. Fisher.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. Farewell.
Looks like he has fucking tuberculosis. Like, coughing up blood and shit. He got the tuberculosis. Okay.
Holmes, come here. This is serious.
Oof.
Watson, what are you doing at my table?
I just need to check one thing about Lord Marsh. My intuition tells me that Lord Marsh is hiding something about his disease. His cough, in addition to his fever and his usage of strong painkillers, leads me to believe that he is seriously ill. Let's study it more closely. Sputum with tiny drops of blood. I could take a sample and examine it under the microscope. I need to take a sample of it using the glass rod. Let us apply chemicals to color the sample.
I don't know which one to use.
This chemical should be applied third.
Oh.
Now, let's examine the colored sample under the microscope. Mycobacterium. It appears that Lord Marsh is seriously ill. Holmes, this is no longer a laughing matter. It is just
See?
Lord Marsh
See?
is suffering from tuberculosis.
I was
You
right.
don't say. Yes, I do say. And Holmes, he will die if he is not transferred to a sanatorium as soon as possible.
And yet both Lord Marsh and Dr. Fisher are doing their best to hide this fact. How interesting.
But why?
Why indeed, Watson?
Oh, but... Oh, dear God. You don't think that Lord Marsh contracted tuberculosis while aiding the poor? How terrible. I have a commitment that I can't possibly cancel. Holmes, during my absence, please be extremely careful. This disease is highly contagious. And remember that we have women at home.
Women were, very much more,
I'll see you soon, Caitlin.
like, if
Where have you been?
a woman caught tuberculosis, it was like unsurenly death.
I think she likes you.
I doubt that.
How is your investigation going?
It's going. Dracula?
Yes, it's forbidden reading at my boarding school. Did you know?
Well, well.
Yeah. Eh. Wait a minute. I know where this is useful at.
A map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful.
Maybe not. What would it be under? Marks and symbols? No. Martial arts. Okay. I found it.
Here it is.
How? How would anybody expect you to find that?
In Epping Forest. That's the place indicated on George Hurst's map.
Oh, okay, now what? What? I'm not going to...
I can't wait to tell all my friends about this.
I've never seen someone excited over books.
Let's try to find the place from the hand-drawn map. Here it is. Drat. I'll need to hurry if I want to find out what's going on at the forest.
Huh?
Father, that boy Wiggins, does he come here very often?
He helps occasionally in some of my cases. Why do you ask?
I'd like to talk to him.
Talk to him?
Father, back at school there are only girls to talk to, and they are so boring. I'm sure Wiggins has lots of exciting stories to tell about his life in London. It would be so romantic.
How do I deal with this situation?
Kate, Wiggins is not the sort of boy you should be socializing with.
So he's perfect then.
Oh, Kate.
I'll leave you alone now.
Yeah, I have more brain cells to connect. And I have to go to a random forest, which is probably outside of London. Who knew?
Let's see how long you can stay alive. You scampering little rat. You scampering little rat!
What? I thought it said not to choose the easy path. Don't choose the easy path. I thought it... I'm confused. Is that George Hurst that's shooting at me?
Run, little rabbit, run! You scampering little rat! Is that your blood in the snow?
This guy's a maniac. Wish I could actually see who it was. I thought it hit space bar, but it is. I didn't.
Where is he?
This man was killed recently. The body is still warm. He was poor.
Find him, boys! Find him! You scampering little rat!
Ah.
Where have you gone? Hungry today?
Gotta get away from the dogs.
I like to call this the Swamp of Despair! Oh, did that hurt?
What? I'm confused.
I like to call this the Swamp of Despair!
Oh, shoot.
I like to call this the Swamp of Despair!
Okay. This is kind of messed up. Ow.
Where is he? Oh, did that hurt? Don't worry, no one's going to find your body. Where have you gone? Here you are. I'm following your tracks. You won't get far.
My God, it's Lord Harrington's body. He was killed by a shot to the forehead. My health is deteriorating. I need to dress my wound.
Okay, what do you want me to do about that? What am I gonna dress my wound with? A leaf? Chew up some leaves. Shove it up in there. There's a hunting cabin here.
I can hide here. This will help to dress my wound. The Quartermain Club. This must be Lord Marsh's cabin. Someone's coming, I better hide.
Breathe, Lord Marsh. It's almost over.
Who are you?
George Hurst from the 1st Lovett Scouts, here to deliver justice.
An old soldier. How ironic. Did we refuse you on our special education program?
It's true, I was refused. An old wounded soldier is useless to you, but he can still be dangerous.
We hunted a lot in these woods, but I didn't expect to become the prey. I have lived a grand life without any limits set by others. I will die a happy man, so you won't see me begging, you festering wretch.
Prepare to meet your maker.
I should decide what to do before leaving the cupboard.
Huh.
George, lower your rifle, please, for Tom's sake.
Holmes! My, an almost worthy opponent.
Tom? My Tom? If you've endangered my lad in any way, you will pay dearly.
I assure you that Tom is safe in London with a well-trusted friend. And now, it's time to end this.
By all means.
George, listen to me. If you're seeking an apt punishment and vengeance, killing Marsh will give him exactly what he wants. He would die knowing that he had fulfilled his life through his absolute control of it. But if you allow Marsh to live and be arrested, he will suffer a punishment far greater than your eye could deliver. His ball and chain will be the debilitating tuberculosis. It will drag him painfully and slowly to his demise behind bars.
You're mad! You're both mad!
Let's go and find Tom.
Not just yet. See, Lord Marsh, you will die here, although not by the gun. You'll die slowly.
Don't do this, George.
Detective, take a look here.
This is how you became sick, Lord Marsh. The beheading of your victims who were suffering from tuberculosis was what infected you. Poetic justice.
Holmes, you cannot fully understand why we helped so many and sacrificed a few. But don't let me die like this. Just kill me now.
Mr. Hurst, you've already served brutal justice to Lord Harrington and I hope Lord Collins and Dr. Fisher. Taking that into consideration, you may as well kill Lord Marsh and end the Quartermain Club completely. No loose ends.
What? um 76% of people made the same moral choices. Damn. Hurst was smart. Wow. Wow. Meow. Kitty kitties. Man.
Yes! Well done, Watson!
Holmes, you're playing bowls? Indoors?
Not just any old bowls, Watson. Lawn bowling.
Seriously? With your injury? Oh, no. Mrs. Hudson is going to murder you.
Well, that's it for now. Time to go. Would you care to join me?
You're incorrigible. And where are we going, Holmes?
I'm participating in the final stage of the annual tournament held by the London Archaeological Institute's Bowling Club. It's an official invitation. I'll just need to dress suitably and then we can leave.
Oof. Fancy.
Holmes, are you really sure you want to wear that?
This? Everyone dresses like this at the club. That should be a sight worth seeing. I only hope our charming neighbor won't spot you like that.
Oh. It's 1 o'clock? Mabel, are you still awake?
Mr. Holmes, you played very well yesterday. I'm obliged to you, Sir Charles. I play many outdoor sports. That's the key to my success. My friend Dr. Watson has decided to join me. Really. Mr. Holmes, would you like to see the first prize? A rare stone Mayan Quiche calendar.
Mayan Quiche?
Indeed. Their legendary king, Tekun Uman, has his statue just behind you. Although this one is a cast metal copy.
That? Oh.
Well, since only members may enter the clubhouse, we have exhibited the calendar outside. Please, explore. The statue of Tekun Uman. This statue is made of metal.
Good luck, Holmes.
The first prize, the Mayan Quiche calendar.
It's a great final. Did you see the first prize?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Are you ready to begin the final game? I still need some time. This'll keep Watson happy.
Arthur is in the final with you know who? Mr. Sherlock Holmes. How exciting!
So, are you ready now? Yes. Let's start the final.
Wait, I'm confused. I'm confused as to how I'm supposed to play this. Okay.
Congratulations on your game, Mr. Holmes. Exceptional. The awards ceremony will be tomorrow morning. See you then to receive your prize of the calendar. I trust you will be there as well, Dr. Watson.
I thought I was just skipping that dude's turn.
Able to attend tomorrow. Duty calls.
Ah, what a pity.
Let's go home. Let's go home.
Oh, Daddy!
Hello, Mr. Bouvier.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Well, Caitlin?
Your costume!
Oh, don't you like it?
Oh, I do!
Caitlin, come on. Show some respect for your father.
You know, Father, Miss Alice was telling me all about her travels. She has already toured the world with her own father.
Your daughter is exquisite.
And just to think that she was aboard the Orient Express when it was attacked. What a dream.
Indeed.
She's so creative and imaginative. And that reminds me, would you allow Caitlin to visit me so that she can practice playing the piano?
It's very kind of you, but I decided that Caitlin should stop playing the piano.
Oh, Father, why did you say that?
Caitlin, we are neighbours. We'll meet again. Until then, I shall leave you with this book.
Thank you, Miss Alice.
What? I thought he was just gonna be like, I'm sorry I can't because she blah blah blah. I should have wore that hat yesterday. Oof. I'm Sherlock Holmes. Hmm.
That's not the one I need. Here it is.
Let me guess. The calendar's gonna get stolen. Wow.
Statue did it. It killed Zacharias.
Calm yourself now, Sir Charles. You've had a shock. Let the police do their duty.
What can a mere inspector like you do about it? You don't know anything.
A mere inspector? Phew. And now here comes Mr. Holmes.
Lestrade, are you here to receive a prize as well?
Very amusing, Holmes. You can go home. The ceremony's been cancelled. We've got a murder scene here.
Really? And to think I only came here for my prize.
I know, Holmes. I saw your name on the list of finalists. So go away.
You're not going to congratulate me?
What? Do you really think I'm that naive? You turning up out of the blue and then bam, a murder? There's a surprise.
Oh, you're making a spectacle of yourself, Lestrade. Let's just pretend that I'm a simple consultant, your humble assistant.
Oh, all right then. A club member, Mr. Zacharias Greystoke, was killed at around 4 in the morning. There. Now don't mess around.
I promise that I won't, Inspector. What do you make of the facts?
It's quite clear. The murderer intended to steal the Mayan calendar. He was caught by Zacharias Greystoke. He then took up the first weapon that came to hand, the statue's spear, and killed Greystoke. Then he fled, just as Sir Charles was coming out of the club. Unfortunately, we've been unable to find any trail beyond the club's wall. It's as if the murderer vanished into thin air. Well, take a look for yourself.
What did the police say? Do you know anything?
Traces of metal and stone. mounting rod is broken. Traces of metal on stone. The surface is damaged. It looks like the statue broke away from its pedestal. And what about the statue?
No idea yet. I imagine a thief must have taken it somehow.
Right, so there were thieves, and they were very well equipped?
Yes, must have been. Then there's also Sir Charles's version, but
Please, go on.
he said this morning that he was alone at his desk when he heard a shout. He went outside and saw Greystoke lying on the ground and... Believe it or not, he said that there was no one else on the green that night but the statue itself running away.
You mean that the statue might have killed the victim? Interesting.
Absurd, more like. Besides, it was dark and foggy.
So, somewhat like your version, then. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias probably walked across them. The case is scratched and dented. Tissot watch. Swiss. 1855. This watch is valuable and old. It's been through a great deal. Zacharias' folder with some documents. These drawings represent the Mayan symbols. Money was left inside the wallet. All valuables were left on the victim. The strike was powerful and well aimed. If I believed Lestrade, this Mayan calendar was the reason behind the murder.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes? Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Sir Charles, are you able to tell me in detail what happened?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Well, to prepare for the awards ceremony, I decided to spend the night here at the club. I was sitting alone at my desk when I suddenly heard a loud, metallic sound and a terrible shout. I hurried outside and I found the body of Zacharias. And I swear it, I saw the statue of Tekun Uman running away.
You saw the statue running?
It was dark, but yes, I'm sure of it. It was running, and it was making the most horrible metal sound as it did so. And can't you see, the pedestal is now empty.
Did you know the victim?
Yes, of course. It was Zacharias Greystoke. He is... was a club member, and an excellent bowler.
But why was he here so early in the morning?
Oh, I don't know.
Sir Charles, where did the Mayan calendar come from?
It was donated anonymously. We received it shortly before the tournament, with a letter asking that it be awarded to the winner.
Is the calendar valuable?
Not really. It has historical value, of course. But to be truthful with you, Mr. Holmes, it isn't worth very much.
May I go in the clubhouse?
It's members only. I cannot authorize anyone unless that person has a written warrant from the police.
So the statue ran away.
Piece of the statue's mounting rod. Pieces from the pedestal. Did you search the clubhouse?
What for? The murder took place outside. You're still here. At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Scratches on the stone.
It looks as if Zacharias was killed the moment he approached the calendar, and killed by the spear from Tikkun Uman's statue that jumped from its stand and escaped over the wall.
Huh?
A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I need to finish here first.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
Well, Holmes, your conclusions as my consultant?
My conclusions are approximate to Sir Charles's testimony.
Oh dear, you think the statue did it?
Everything points to the fact that the spear was thrown from the pedestal, and Mr. Greystoke appeared not to notice the killer.
Indeed. The journalists will be ecstatic about your version.
I would like to examine the victim and take a look at his belongings.
Oh, you've amused me at least, Mr. Holmes. Very well. I'll grant you authorization for the examination at Scotland Yard, but nothing more.
Yeah. I don't know if it was the statue.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Watson. Lestrade already has the victim's body in the autopsy room.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Cat!
Release him, please. He's not guilty.
Calm down, dear. Mr. Holmes?
It was a powerful throw. The spear pierced right through the body.
Red eye. It looks like a serious infection. Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach. Apparently Zacharias had been drinking before his death.
These scars are old. This is where the spear entered the body. The murderer aimed for the heart. The weapon must have been thrown by a strong and skilled person.
The coroner mentions in his report some specific cardiac and digestive system damage. I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
this spear came from the statue on the pedestal. Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. An ordinary pencil. Money was left inside the wallet. Oh, Zacharias had already translated some symbols. The Mayan calendar. Here's a... Interesting. What are the symbols here? I'll need to redraw them. I could use this dictionary to translate the calendar's glyphs. They are the symbols that were drawn on the Mayan calendar. The papers from Zacharias' folder. They can help us to translate the Mayan message.
Huh. This creep.
I think I've missed something here.
Fuck.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. I don't... No, I think I've missed something here.
I don't get it.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
Weeble. Weeble help. I should go to bed. I have to wake up at 5.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Oh well. Hello, kitties. What are you two up to? Cats. That's what I thought. Alright then. I'm gonna go get some sleep. I'll text you when I'm in bed and whatnot.